Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. I am troopersjp, and welcome as I play through Sundial Games' 2026 quest calendar, The Souls of Saraku, a 365-day solo RPG adventure where I play a villain, Shade Murdstone, the Shadow Elf Bone Caller, who is trying to get away from the crumbling tower, Dark Citadel, in the aftermath of the death of the Overlord. And you are joining me today, Thursday, February 12th, 2026, also known as Thorns Day, Snow's End 12. And here we go. We have just placed a bunch of powder kegs around the base of the Dark Citadel and exploded it, and it was a massive explosion, and now we find out what happens. The tower begins to collapse with a thunderous groan. Its stones grinding and splitting apart. Massive chunks of debris rain down from above, crashing into the ground with deadly force. Okay. 1. Help some frightened allies. Roll d20 plus charisma, reminder persuasive, which we are not, but that's okay. Okay. A trio of goblins stare up at the collapsing building, frozen in place. I may encourage them to move. If I do, take a -1 penalty to my roll for number 5 below. Do I want to encourage them to move? Yes, I think I do. Okay, but I rolled a 2. I have a +2 on my charisma, which brings me to a 4. I'm not persuasive, but that's a 4. But I have 2 surges. I've not used them yet today, and one of them is the Aid of the Revenant, so I will use that. I'm at a 4. I need to hit an 8. I need to hit an 8. But a 4. I need to hit an 8. Okay, well, let's roll the d4. That's a 2. That brings me to a 6. And I am going to use my last surge and do that again. And I roll another 2. That is an 8. That will do it. I used all of my surges on this first roll, and I have more rolls left to go. But I bring up all of the sort of the power of the undead, and as I'm a bone caller, I call towards these goblins and I say, "Move!" 2 goblins snap out of it. They begin to flee. One of them decides to follow me, and I gain 1 minion. My minion count goes from 3 to 4. Okay. And with that, begin to run. But we can loot a corpse. This is an intellect roll. I get the investigator, so that's a 5. That's a 6 total. A nearby hero fell, clutching his rucksack in his dying breath. There might be something of value there. I may snatch it as I run. If I do, take a -2 penalty to my roll. Number 5 below. I really should read this before I roll, huh? Because that might be really good. Because that's a 6, and I need I'm 4 away from getting what I need, and I don't think I can do much about that. I will take the 10 or less. When I grab the sack, everything spills out. I only have time to pick up a piece of gold that I see, which brings me to 38 gold. And in case you were looking at home, I'm at a total of -3 at whatever roll number 5 is. Looks bad. Now, I must fight a hero. The heroes are also running for their lives. In spite of the mutual threat, an elf fighter turns to you to try to trip me so that I might get crushed by the tower. This is elf-on-elf violence. I shall not stand it, and I roll a 15, which is more than enough to hit this elven hero. I then strike. Yes, this is no problem. I vanquish this with one quick. He tries to strip me, but with one quick slip of my serrated knife, I cut his tendons, and he will not be running any farther. And I say, this is what you get for trying to strike a fellow elf. You traitor. And I continue to run. I also get another gold, bringing me to 39 gold. 4. Look for safety. Dust and smoke billow into the air, choking my lungs and obscuring my vision. The earth trembles beneath my feet as the structure gives way. I might not be able to outrun the collapsing building entirely. As I run, I scan around me for something that might block the falling tower. This is me looking for safety, a wisdom check, but I do get to add survivalist, and so that's a 20. If the result is 11 or more, I spot a solid stone spire and sprint towards it, and I gain a +2 bonus to my roll for number 5. All right, so I have a total of -3 plus on that roll number 5 plus this +2, so I'm at a -1 for whatever this roll number 5 is, which we will find out right now. Sprint for your life. Strength. If I had athlete, it would help. I really need athlete. Run for your life. Each second counts, and one wrong step could seal your fate beneath the falling rubble. I need to roll a d20. This is at a -2. I roll a 3. That becomes a 1. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Is there something I can do about this? I have a surge that would give me a d4, which will not get me there. So I think I have to just sit there at a fail. If the result is 7 or less, you don't outrun the falling building completely. I am battered, I am battered and pelted by the splintering stones that rain over me, and I must reduce my health by 2, bringing my health from 12 to 10. And as I run, trying to slip with the ease of the shadow, I am not able to slide completely into the realm of the undead, and I am hit by all of this debris that comes, cuts, bruises, breaks. I feel bones shatter. But yet I still breathe. And that is where we will end today's session. Thank you so much for joining me in this amazing adventure. This was Thursday, February the 12th. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I enjoy hearing them. If you're playing the game, please tell me how it's going for you. I want to know. And I will catch you tomorrow when we find out what happens with the souls of Saraku.